Welcome to the Inform's Southeastern Michigan Chapter Distinguished Business Analytics Speaker event. Today, our topic is Customization and Returns by Dr. Gökçe Esenduran. Dr. Esenduran is an assistant professor in the Krannert School of Management at Purdue University. She received her PhD in Operations Management from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Before joining Purdue, she was an associate professor at the Ohio State University. Her research primarily focuses on sustainable operations. Her work has been published in Amazon, POM, GOM, IISE Transactions, and NRL. She is serving as a senior editor for POM and an associate editor for Decision Sciences.
Thank you, everyone, for being here and for your time. And thank you, Jishin, and also Oleg and Yusuf for having me as part of this webinar series. I'm really honored and excited about this opportunity. So today I'm going to talk about customization and returns. This is a joint work with my co-authors, Paolo Letizia and Anton Ovchinnikov. I would like to start with a brief timeline of these two business practices, customization and returns. So in the past, most of the products were custom-made, right? Shoes, toys, clothes, and the notion of returns basically did not exist. But after Industrial Revolution, with mass production, products became standardized, and these standard products may not match customer preferences. Knowing that, companies started to offer lenient return policies. And nowadays, with advancement in technology and tools like 3D scanning, 3D printing, and Internet of Things, etc., customization is becoming easier and more popular again. Customers also demand it. And now the question is, are we going to allow returns of these customized products or not? Especially given that returns are a huge problem for businesses that cost hundreds of billions of dollars every year. And recently, COVID made things even worse because we all shop from home online, and we know that with online shopping, return rates are much higher. The reason for that is when you do online shopping, as we all know, you cannot really touch the product, feel it, see how it will fit on you. So there is more uncertainty. And we are in this research looking at online purchases. But there are tools that companies use to make online shopping easier in that sense. For example, companies can offer customers some tools that will help customers understand what they are buying. And Levi's offers this virtual assistant, which is an AI-based chatbot that will basically show customers how the product is going to look on different body types and answer questions in terms of fabric, style, etc. Basically educating customers on what they are buying. And that way, that will reduce the uncertainty in online shopping in a way. And some companies actually let customers make the product they buy by giving them customization options. So let's see a specific example here. Let's say you want to buy a pair of sneakers. You can go to Nike's website and customize it. So you can choose color for this pair of shoes on any part that you can think of, basically laces, inside, outside, any part you can think of. And you can put your initials on it, like I did here. You can put the logo wherever you want, decide on the size of the logo, etc. So you can do customization like that. So I customized this one. It didn't turn out to be great, but I was not planning to buy it anyway, so it's fine. And you can similarly go to New Balance website and customize New Balance shoes, which I again customize it here. Very similarly, choose color, put your initials on, decide where you want to have logo, how big, etc. Let's say you ordered a pair and then after a while you received it in the mail and you didn't like it, you want to return. If you purchased the product from Nike, you can return it. You can return it even if you put your initials on it. So Nike allows returns of customized products. But if you purchase it from New Balance doesn't allow returns of customized products. So you are then stuck with your customized shoes that you didn't like all that much. So these differences in return policies basically tells us that this is not an easy question for companies. So here is a chart from a more comprehensive study of about 430 US-based firms about their return policies for different product categories. For standard and customized products, on the right you see standard products, and you see that in most of the cases, returns are allowed either with partial or full refund. And on the left, you see customized products, and you see a lot of the times returns actually are not allowed here for customized products. So given all this, we pose our research questions. First, we want to understand the optimal return strategy. Should the firms allow returns of customized or standard products? And if so, under what conditions? Then a higher level question, we would like to understand, should the firms actually sell customized products in addition to or instead of standard products? What should be the optimal sales strategy? And finally, we would like to understand the interaction between these two business practices, customization and returns. How can firms coordinate their pricing, sales, and return policies to increase profits while reducing product returns? So in answering these three research questions, we consider the three main trade-offs in this customization and return context. First of all, customized products offer additional value to customers because customers, by customizing the product, making it more like to their liking, they gain additional value, which I will explain a little bit more later on. But customization offers additional value to customers, and they are less likely to be returned, customized products. On the other hand, they are more expensive to make for the company, and if they are returned, the salvage value from these customized products will be low for the company. So think about it. If I return my customized shoes with my initials on it, what they are going to do with it. So they may not be able to resell it unless they find with someone with the same initials and same taste, right? And how do returns play a role in this context? Basically, people buy, people make their initial purchasing decision based on some noise evaluation. After they receive the product, they make keep or return decision based on realized valuation. And if we allow returns, this is similar to offering customers some insurance policy. So by allowing returns, we increase sales, but also we increase returns. So in the literature, this is well known, and it's said returns are a necessary evil. Basically, you can allow returns to increase your sales, but it will also increase your returns. So that is why they are a necessary evil. So in the literature, we fall in the intersection of customization and returns. And in the interest of time, I'm not going to go into details of these papers, and my lists here are not exhaustive. But basically, customization literature did not consider product returns, and in a way overvalued customization because returns of customized products can be costly due to low salvage value. Product returns literature, on the other hand, didn't consider customization, and that way they didn't really capture the benefit that a firm can get by offering lenient return policies for these valuable products. So in the intersection of these two streams, there are a few papers other than us. So these other papers look at a firm that is already selling a customized product. So different than this, what we do is we answer if the firm should sell customized products, And what is the role of returns in this decision? Basically, by endogenizing sales and returns decisions for the firm, we contribute to literature by providing a comprehensive unified framework for analyzing customization and returns together. So I will next talk about our model and how we capture the trade-offs I talked about in the earlier slide. And I will start with modeling consumer utility, which is an important part of our analysis. So in our case, we assume consumers are uniformly placed on a hoteling line according to their preference for a product attribute like color. So standard product is located at 1, and say I like light blue as color, so I will be located close to the standard product. If I like red, then I am located further away from the standard product. And the distance between where the customer is located and the standard product is this utility from getting the standard product. So the farther you are away from the standard product, the more this utility you have. And given that the willingness to pay for the standard product is the reservation price minus this utility from mismatch from the standard product's attribute and consumer's preference on this color-like attribute. So we normalize W reservation price to 1, and that gives willingness to pay for standard product as T. For customized product, it is a little more complicated. We start with, again, these two components, reservation price and this utility from mismatch. But now we can customize this product, right? We can customize on color-like attributes. And customizing on color-like attributes will basically reduce this utility from mismatch. And we capture this by a parameter beta C. So benefit of customizing on color-like attributes. If the company offers a lot of flexibility with this, with customization on this color-like attribute, and everyone can customize to their perfect likeness, then beta C is going to be 1. And this utility from mismatch will disappear, right? On the other hand, for standard product, beta C is equal to 0. But this is not the only dimension that we can customize products. You can also add your name on it and your initials, decide where you are putting logo. Basically, you are putting your signature, your stamp on the product. You are customizing on text-like attributes. And this has nothing to do with which color you like, right? So it doesn't depend on where you are located as a customer on the hoteling line. So customizing on such attributes, text-like attributes, gives the customer the feeling like they made the product. And this is known in the literature as the IKEA effect, I made it myself effect. And we capture it by a parameter alpha, which is the additional value from customization on text-like attributes. So putting it all together, we get the willingness to pay for a customized product here. So we talked about the willingness to pay for standard and customized products, but at the time that customer is making the purchasing decision online, she doesn't know how much she's going to like the product. So there is some uncertainty. Customers are uncertain about how much they will like the product, and they will realize their true valuation only after they receive and experience the product, right? So there are two types of uncertainty here, though. One of them is product uncertainty. So this can be uncertainty related to the quality of the product, the functionality of the product, like is the product going to fit or not, or about the description of the product. You see a color on the screen, but does it really reflect the actual color you are going to get? And customization helps very little with this kind of uncertainty. with this kind of uncertainty, the customization that we are talking about, because we are not talking about like tailor-made shirts in this case. And the type of customization we talk that you can do online, as in the case of sports shoes, does not help with reducing such uncertainty. But there is another important uncertainty that comes from consumers' preferences. So consumers actually uncertain about their preferences for product characteristics. Literature says that most consumers essentially lack precise knowledge of what they want. And customization helps them understand their preferences more clearly. So customization reduces uncertainty about consumers' own preferences. And we capture this by a parameter we call MC for customized product. That is the probability of match. So the probability of match is higher for customized product than it is for standard products. MC is greater than MS. And then consumer valuation is given by a two-point distribution. If product is a match with probability M, valuation is going to be equal to willingness to pay. But if product is a mismatch given with probability 1 minus M, then the valuation is going to be theta times willingness to pay, where theta is less than 1. So if it is a mismatch, basically, your valuation is going to decrease by theta. So given this, we can put them all together to find the, oh, sorry, I forgot one more thing. I would like to define a concept that is going to be helpful later on. So here, expected value of X is mu times willingness to pay, where mu we define as mean ex ante uncertainty factor. So if you think about what it is actually, it is the maximum value a consumer can get, maximum expected value. So maximum expected value a consumer can get from this product, and we call it mean ex ante uncertainty factor. And that's going to come and become important later on in our analysis. So I would like to underline that. And now we can put all of them together to find the consumer utility. So consumer utility is valuation minus price if the product is kept. But if the consumer doesn't keep the product, return it, then she will pay the return penalty. So utility is going to be equal to minus F, where F stands for the return penalty. Now we can put everything together and also go through the sequence of events, because so far I've been talking about the consumer utility, but everything starts with firm's decisions, right? So first, firm will make a decision about prices and return penalties. Prices denoted by P's, return penalties denoted by F's. And then consumers make their decisions to buy customized, standard, or buy nothing. And after they receive the product, they realize if it is a match or mismatch to their liking, preferences. And based on their observation, they will decide if they are going to keep or return the product. And my computer froze. Okay. And if they are going to keep or return the product, and then they observe the associated payoffs here. So this is our model schematic and sequence of events starting from firm's decision. So we solve this problem, and in this problem, the market segmentation is really important. So I would like to talk about market segmentation next. And I will start with market segmentation with one product to give some definitions, and then talk about market segmentation with two products. So look at sorry, cannot see my cursor. But on the left, you see the consumers keep and return decisions for customized products. but the similar analysis will follow for the standard product as well. So in the case of a match, comparing the payoffs for when keeping the product versus returning the product. Sorry, my cursor is not working. I want to point, but I hope it is clear where I am trying to point. Comparing the payoffs for keeping versus returning the product, we can easily see that if T is sufficiently high, again in this hoteling line, the consumer preferences on color-like attribute, if T is sufficiently high, the consumer is gonna keep the product. This is in the case of match. In the case of mismatch, again comparing the payoffs under keep and return, we see similarly when T is sufficiently high, those consumers will keep the product, but of course, those consumers in the case of mismatch are the ones who are closely located to the standard product. Remember, standard product is located at 1. So putting this together, we can create the expected utility plot. And when expected utility is negative, those people will not buy anything. So this is the no purchase segment. So in the middle, we have people who will buy the product, but in the case of a mismatch, they will return the product. So we call this return segment. So return segment doesn't mean that all of these people will return their products, but it means in the case of a mismatch, they will return. And then customers who are really closely located to the standard product in terms of their preferences, they have really high valuation. So even in the case of mismatch, they will keep the product. And we call this keep segment. So total sales come from return and keep segment. And returns come from the return segment, but only 1 minus n% of these people will experience a mismatch and return the product. So this is a segmentation with one product. Before I move on with segmentation with 2 products, I would like to give a quick definition. So we said we are looking at company sales and returns decisions. So how do we incorporate the decision in terms of allowing returns or not into our problem? So see what happens if we increase the return penalty in expected utility. As we increase the return penalty, expected utility of return segment is going to go down, and we can increase return penalty to a point that return segment disappears. So we call this, when this is the case, we call it the firm disallows returns, and this is how we capture disallowing returns in our model, by setting return penalty sufficiently high so that the return segment disappears. So now we come to market segmentation with 2 products. So this is, of course, more complicated because we need to superimpose the expected utility curves of customized and standard products. And that gives us up to 4 purchasing segments. Standard product, oh, I have my cursor here. Standard product keep segment, standard product return segment, customized product keep, and customized product return segment. So in this plot, we have all these 4 segments, but there may be cases where some of these segments, segment sizes become 0. Basically, they do not exist. So there are in total 15 different cases or solutions that we will need to look at. So this is one of the complications with this case. Another issue is you might already be questioning why the standard products are on the right and customized products are on the left, right? So the ordering could have been different, but actually it doesn't make sense if it is different. So standard product segments being close to the standard product, it means that these people are already happy with the standard product. Why would they customize, right? If I am not happy with the standard product, then I am going to customize and try to reduce my disutility from buying the standard product. So this ordering, customization segments being on the left, standard product segments being on the right, is first of all logical, and technically it requires the assumption of expected, the derivative of expected utility from standard product being greater than the derivative of expected utility of customized product. And this again makes sense because remember, with customized products, this utility from mismatch is reduced by 1 minus beta. And that is why as you increase T, the sensitivity to T is going to be lower with customized product because you are reducing the sensitivity to T by giving the customers the option to customize. And this is also quite in line with the common assumptions in the literature, this assumption. So now let's see a few simulation in a sense of how these segment sizes can change as we change the return penalties. So if we increase standard product return penalty, now what will happen? The standard product return segment will disappear, and some of those customers who used to buy standard product return segment will switch to standard product keep segment, and some of the others will switch to customized product keep segment. Similarly, if we increase customized product return penalty so that customized product return segment disappears, now some of those people who used to buy customized product and return in case of mismatch will buy customized product and keep it, and some of them will just not buy the product. So I hope this gave some idea about the market segmentation and the dynamics of how market sizes change as we change problem parameters. Now I would like to talk about the effect of offering customized products. So again, here we see a plot of expected utility for customized and standard products, and we have 4 customer segments. But first assume that the firm was selling only standard products, so the expected utility, the solid expected utility curve gives, not curve, line, gives us the segmentation. If the firm is selling only standard product, it's going to have standard return and keep segments, right? On top of that, when the firm offers customized product, there will be no change on the right here for the customers who are already satisfied with this standard product. But otherwise, we observe 2 effects. First, market expansion. Some of the people who didn't buy the standard product will now buy the customized product. And second effect we observe is reduction in returns. So what do we mean here? People who bought standard product and return in case of mismatch, when there was no customized product available, will now buy the customized product when we offer it and keep it in this segment and return in the case of mismatch in this segment. But remember, customized products are more likely to match. So in total, basically, by making these people switch from standard to customized, we are observing a reduction in returns from people in this segment here. So these are the 2 effects of offering customized products: market expansion and reduction in returns. And again, we observe these effects on the people who are most dissatisfied with the standard product, right? Because they are farther away from the standard product, which is at 1. Okay, so this brings us to our first insight. First of all, we generalize the standard horizontal differentiation model by including on 2 dimensions. First, the IKEA effect. The consumers value customized products more, and we also included the effect of uncertainty. Customized products are more likely to match consumer preferences. And our first insight says firms can use these customized products to induce consumers who are least satisfied with the standard product and who would have returned the standard product in the case of mismatch to switch to a customized product. But the next question is, firms can do that, but do they do it optimally when they maximize their profit? So far, we didn't talk about the firm problem. Next, we are going to focus on firm's problem and see what firms will do optimally. So firm's problem objective function has two components. First, sales times margin, and margin is price minus cost. K is our cost, and unit cost of producing a customized product is higher than unit cost of standard products. And the second component comes from returns. From returns, we get the salvage value, which we denote by R, and we lose the refund. Refund is price minus the return penalty, right? And in terms of salvage value R, remember the salvage value of customized product is lower than the salvage value of standard product. And this is subject to our segment sizes, which come from our segmentation analysis, which I'm not going into details of today. So when we solve the firm's problem, we realize that there are two definitions that become important in characterization. The first one is value contribution. That is the difference between mu. If you remember, mu is the mean ex ante uncertainty factor. In other words, the maximum value a consumer can get from the product, expected value. So mu minus k is the value contribution. We define it. And the difference in value contributions is delta V. That is the value contribution of customized product minus value contribution of standard product. So we say customized product has a value contribution advantage if this delta V is higher than a threshold. So I would like to note here, this value contribution is similar to product margin. So a customized product having a value contribution advantage means that you can make higher margins from customized product. The other definition that I would like to make is value efficiency. That is mu divided by k, so value divided by cost. And the difference between value efficiencies, we call it delta E, that is the value efficiency of customized product minus value efficiency of standard product. And customized product has value efficiency advantage is delta E if delta E is sufficiently high. So having value efficiency advantage means that you can efficiently produce these items, and when a product has when customized product has value efficiency advantage, it means you can reach high volumes easily. So you can achieve volume when the customized product has value efficiency advantage. Now I will use these definitions and show you the characterization, and actually we will build it together step by step. So we make the characterization again with respect to value efficiency advantage and contribution advantage. So in this 2 by 2. First of all, we find that customized products value contribution advantage implies value efficiency advantage. So this lower quadrant is not feasible. Then let's consider, and then we will make this characterization with respect to salvage values, customized product salvage value on the y-axis and standard product salvage value on the x-axis. And remember, customized product salvage value is lower than standard product salvage value, so shaded regions are not feasible. First, focus on the case when the customized product has disadvantage in both value efficiency and contribution. So if customized products don't give me an advantage, I will produce standard product, right? So that's what we do. We produce standard product, and we allow returns of standard products only if they return, only if their salvage value, RS, is sufficiently high. So when RS is greater than a threshold, we allow returns. In this plot, I denote the case when we allow returns by underlining. So S underline means we are selling standard products and allowing their returns. But when the RC, the customized product salvage value, is sufficiently high, we find that it is optimal to offer both customized and standard products and allow their returns, both of them. Here, basically, you are by offering customized products and allowing their returns, you are observing market expansion. So it helps you with achieving higher market coverage. And this is this is what happens when customized product has disadvantage in both dimensions. But what happens if it has advantage both in efficiency and contribution? If it is two advantages, you will just make customized products, right? This is what we find. You find customized product. You sell customized product and allow their returns if the associated salvage value is sufficiently high. But as the salvage value of standard products become also higher, then you start including standard products in your product line by allowing their returns. And if the salvage value of standard products is really high, then you only sell standard products and allow their returns. When customized products have efficiency advantage but contribution disadvantage, then you sell both products because you get a margin from standard products but volume from customized products in a way. But when the salvage value of standard product is high, you sell only standard products. So this was a bit long, but where I'm trying to get here is when we look at where we allow returns of customized products, we find that actually in a quite large range of parameter space, we allow returns of customized products here. But in most of the cases, it is for the scenarios where customized product is offered with standard product. So selling customized products alone and allowing their returns is only in this small region. Otherwise, in all these other shaded regions, we are selling both products and allowing their returns. So basically, remember the figure we saw at the beginning about customized products in general not allowing returns. And we see that that is more likely to happen if the firm is selling only customized products. When firm is selling both products, it may actually be optimal to offer returns of customized products. So that brings us to our second insight. First of all, the joint sales and return strategy can be found by some back of the envelope quantities: value efficiency advantage, value contribution advantage, and salvage values. These advantages favor customized product and salvage values favor returns. And it may be optimal to allow returns of customized products, especially when they are sold with standard products. So next, let's characterize the impact of returns decision on firms' strategy. So by allowing customized product returns, we want to understand if we always cause an increase in total product returns. So your intuition says if I'm allowing returns, I'm going to increase product returns, right? So that is what the literature says, and that is what the intuition says. But because we are asking the question, we find something different, and let's see what it is and why it is. So we define omega here. This is the odds ratio, the odds of customized product matching customer preferences to the odds of standard product matching customer preferences. And if this odds ratio is sufficiently high, and if the salvage value from standard product is sufficiently high as well, then we find that allowing customized product returns, actually optimally, when you do it optimally, this causes total returns to go down. So I am allowing customized product returns, and I'm getting total returns to go down. First, see where this happens on our characterization plot, and then see why this happens. So this is our characterization plot. And in these shaded regions, basically, our results imply that if you were to, in the shaded regions, first of all, it is optimal to offer both customized and standard products and allow their returns, right? And in these regions, if you were to disallow customized product returns, you would naturally lower your profit because you are doing something that's suboptimal. But you would also increase the total returns by disallowing returns of customized products here. Or in other words, by optimally allowing customized product returns, you are reducing the total returns. Now let's see why, sorry, this is happening on, again, our expected utility curves. So consider a situation like that where currently you are only selling standard products. And if you reduce return penalty of customized products, so now you start selling them, you observe two effects here again. Now we have the customized product return segment, and some of these consumers are new. So we observe the market expansion effect here, and these consumers now new ones, and they are going to return the product in the case of mismatch. So they will cause some increase in returns. But customers here who switched from standard product return segment to customized product return segment are now less likely to return the products. That's why they cause a decrease in product returns. So the conditions that we just gave are the conditions that are necessary for the decrease in product returns here to be higher than the increase in product returns from market expansion. So basically, by offering customized products and allowing their returns, we are making the standard product customers self-select into lower return rate customized products. And this causes a decrease in the overall product returns. So this is our third and the main insight of this paper. Literature says returns are a necessary evil. If you allow returns, if you soften return policy, it is going to increase the total returns. But we find that that is not necessarily the case. If you are considering standard and customized products together, and if you allow returns of customized products under certain conditions, and this basically conditions require customized products have higher probability of match, and some other conditions on the salvage values, then total returns are going to go down, and you can achieve a win-win strategy for a win-win outcome for the company by allowing returns, increase profit and also reduce returns. So what else reduces product returns? Before that, Jishin, how am I doing in terms of time?
You're doing fine. Just go ahead. Yeah, now it's 4:45.
Okay. Good. Okay, great. So I even went faster than I thought, I think. So what else reduces returns? So we can also look at the effect of other problem parameters. One of them is the salvage value. So if we make products easier to salvage, how would it affect our total returns? So our intuition would say, okay, if I increase the salvage value, I'm going to reflect this on return penalty by reducing the return penalty, right? And that will cause an increase in sales. Again, if I make salvaging these products easier means higher returns. Coming back to what we know from the literature, returns are necessary evil. We find that this standard intuition actually applies to standard products, but it does not necessarily apply to customized products. In conditions similar to those I explained earlier, making customized product more salvageable will actually reduce total returns and increase profits. And we find that similar results will hold for reducing customized product unit cost and also achieving higher additional utility from customization along text-like attributes. And so I'm coming to my conclusions here. Returns are a big problem for businesses, and COVID made things even worse with people relying more on online shopping. And we actually had some interaction with some manufacturers of fashion goods, thanks to one of my co-authors having connections. And some of them were allowing returns, some of them were not allowing returns. And the ones who didn't allow returns basically told us that these customized products are made for specifically for the customer's taste. So even if we allow returns, we wouldn't know what to do with them. So that is why we don't allow returns of these products. But we find that actually this is depending on problem parameters, of course, not the optimal strategy. By allowing returns of customized products, the firm can reduce the total returns, and that can be profitable sometimes. So our three insights, basically, allowing returns of customized products will act as a mechanism to guide customers self-select from high return rate standard product to low return rate customized product. And this makes allowing customized product returns optimal in many situations, whereas when you consider customized products alone, their returns are rarely optimal. And again, allowing customized product returns may jointly increase profits and reduce total returns. So that is all I would like to say for today. I think I went a little bit faster than I hoped for. I think I have plenty of time for questions. And if you have questions, I'm happy to, I think, take them now or even through email. And we have a copy of the paper on Esenduran if you are also interested.